recording. Cool, we're doing another sealed league. The set is quite fun in sealed. Very grindy. What do we got in this pool? We've got a Divine Visitation. This is going to be a hard one to get much value out of, I think. Probably not terribly good. Pal Collector is very good in aggressive decks, which probably aren't great in sealed. Dawn of Hope is disgusting. This card is absurd. Oh my god, I know, right? Effects. Just like keep talking down hexproof and then like every set there's some busted hexproof thing. This card's bad. I'm just gonna move this. Wait, no. Hide. This card is not great. This card is like basically Grizzly Bear, so my rares aren't particularly impressive. What uncommons do we have that stand out? Chemist's Insight is awesome. City Watch Sphinx is really good. So is Crackling Drake. Glaive can be really good in the right deck. There's Lightning Helix. Whelp is like decent. Harpooner is good. The Dev Champion is good. And these can be good in the right deck. They need some support though. Dawn of Hope can make Angels. Oh my god, the combo deck. I don't think that's likely to happen, but we'll have a look. Sort by color. So our blue seems really unimpressive, but it does have this Crackling Drake and a couple of flyers. They're kind of lining up towards Jeskai. Yeah, I could see that being the case. Let's take a look at the white cards to start, because we've got this Dawn of Hope. So we have Dawn of Hope, which is great. Bounty Agent is decent. Righteous Blow is decent. Skyline Scout's good. Structor, Bonds. Patrols are good. I don't know that this is necessarily good. We need a lot of enablers, I think. Like, how much stuff do we need for this to be good? We have, like, Marshals, Sworn Companions. They're both just such bad cards, though, is the problem. Yeah, the white cards are really medium. I agree with that assessment. The Dev Champ, oh my god. That's kind of stupid. Let's take a look at our blue. Sphinx is awesome, Watcher is great, Insight's great, Capture Sphere. So our blue's kind of shallow, but the cards we have are really good. The few cards it has. Deadweight, Poisoner. Rats is fine. Never Happens actually pretty good in sealed. Bats is decent. Black's like unexciting but fine. This whole pool is pretty underwhelming. Yeah, it doesn't seem like the best pool I've seen. We'll see what we can do with it though. Then red, we've got Whelp, Sergeant, Direct Current, Minotaur. Right, the red just seems pretty bad, honestly. We've got so few cards. One of them is double red, so it's hard to splash. I think the red is just like quite bad. And then we have some solid green stuff. Like a lot of green cards, some of them are kind of underwhelming, but we do have a decent density of them, which is nice. Yeah, exactly, JD. Playcraft is just really awkward because your opponent will have like a 2-drop they can sack to it, which is very unexciting. Green is just a bunch of mediums. Yeah, there's nothing like exciting about it, right? It's just like, it's dense in playables, but the playables aren't very good. Alright, these cards are all great. And these can just be blue cards if we end up not wanting to play black. So, blue, black, gold cards are just very good. Yeah, you'd look at what's possible with Jeskai. I think that's where I'm going to start to seeing what the colours look like. These are all nice. Sonic Assault's not very good in slow decks. We've got this as a decent Jeskai card. We've got good Jeskai mana too, which is appealing. This is the Dev Champion, which I'd really like to be able to play. I don't know that we'll find a home for it though. Right, you reckon you'd look at Jeskai? I just think the red is so bad, but we have these good red gold cards. So I guess we can start there. Check the gate situation, yeah. So our gate situation is that we have good red fixing and good green fixing, and then like good white fixing. We don't have much in the way of blue. We're like very good for Jeskai, we're very good for Abzan. Do we have any other combinations? It's just like those two we're really sorted on in terms of fixing. Alright, let's take a look at this. This definitely has some stinkers, but this is like our good Jeskai cards, or our okay Jeskai cards. This has the Artful Takedown too, which I don't think we can splash very easily, sadly. Also has this Darkblade Agent we probably can't splash. So this already takes us to 24. Does the Parhelion Patrol do much in here, or is it just like a medium flyer? I guess it's just a medium flyer in this deck. Interesting. Maybe we just have to be like fully free colors for this deck to work. I don't think we can like cut back on a color. The Whisper Agents end up really hard to actually cast. It's part of the problem. We probably just have to cut the Whisper Agents. Put together an aggressive blue-red-white deck. I could see trying to make a blue-red-white deck. Just like splashing the good white cards. Like our white cards are also medium. I don't mind cutting them. It makes the Whisper Agents much more castable too. Get to play this Leapfrog, these Sure Strikes. Sure Strike seems decent. Yeah, Sure Strike seems solid for sure. We get to play this Beam Splitter Mage with our Sure Strikes, which is nice. Maybe play the Sonic Assault if we're aggressive enough. I don't think we have enough spells for Firemind's Research, sadly. So this is like a starting point for a deck like this. I'm not in love with this, but it's like the most coherent thing we've looked at. Much more coherent than like full-on Jeskai. Does Punch work with Beam Splitter? I think it does, yeah. It works okay with like Sergeant and City Watch and such. You put in one of Wave or Punch. Yeah, I think I agree. No Wishcoin Crabs, no. I don't think I'm interested in those. Thanks, Madge. Appreciate it. I think the Punch seems nice. It's good with our Leapfrog. Just giving it flying. Some, like, decent power creatures for it. Yeah, you don't want to play any planes, that's fair. We already have, like, okay-ish removal in this deck. What are my thoughts on the meta post-PT? I think it's pretty wide. There's, like, maybe 5 really good decks at the moment. Like, Black-Green, Izzet, Jeskai, the white aggressive decks all just seem like very good decks. Green-white token seems like a very good deck, too. I think it's going to take a while to settle down. I think at the moment, just, like, Standard seems pretty wide open. To me. This deck seems kind of nice. If we're like really forced to make an aggressive deck with this pool. Yeah, it does have a plan, exactly. Is Dawn of Hope that good here? That's a good question, JD. So Dawn of Hope's just like a generically powerful card. But it's possible we just want to lean into the aggression more. I could see that being the case. Just like focus on our game plan. This is such a good card is the problem. But if you don't have many white sources, you can only make like 1 token per turn. We don't have any like other sources of life gain to play alongside it. Yeah, that makes sense, Madge. I could see mono red being decent. I think mono red struggles from having like a bunch of like poor matchups, but it is really good against the white decks. Yeah, Dawn of Hope is real busted, agreed. I think we just like have to keep it in the deck, even if it doesn't play with the game plan very well. What do people think the final cut is then, if we were to play 17 lands in this? Yeah, that makes sense, Red Hand. I'd agree with that. Could see cutting a Whisper Agent just because it's hard to cast and we have better freeze. doing something like this. Puts us really creature light though, which is concerning. Could also see cutting the capture sphere, though it's just like a generically okay card. Or cutting the disappearance, since we've got like plenty of tricks to push our way through. And other ways to push damage through, flyers and such. I don't think I want to cut the capture sphere. No love for Cosmotronic Wave. I think Cosmotronic Wave's good. I think I prefer the sound of Gravitic Punch. Because a lot of our creatures are evasive anyway. Which makes the wave less exciting, I think. What about Sphinx? Sphinx is just powerful is the problem. You don't know about 2 Sure Strikes. That's fair. I think I like how this is built. It's like a starting point anyway. Okay, let's build a mana base and save this. You think you cut Sure Strike or Pass Wall? I guess the Pass Wall's not doing a lot in this deck. A lot of the creatures already are evasive in some way. I could see that being the case. We have 7 white, blue, 3 white, 9 red. So we go like this. And we have 8/8/3 as our mana base. Yeah, cutting Pass Wall does seem reasonable, I agree. Oh, there's a swamp in here? Jeez. So bad. So we get to add 1 more land, that means. So if we were to add back in this over the Pass Wall, then I think I'd want the extra blue source instead of the extra red source for direct current. I like that plan. Alright, this is our Jeskai deck. I'm going to try building some other decks before we fire up a queue. Adepts are always been valuable to you. Yeah, Adept can be nice. I might be underrating it. It's very good at pushing damage. Alright, I kind of want to look at a green deck before we enter a league. Good night, Fax. Rest well. Like, more this might not be very good, but I want to try building it. I think the pelt collectors are like pretty enticing. This could be a Prey Upon deck. I kind of hate Prey Upon, but I think it could be fine here. Right, put in the good white cards. Your gut would be to go green-white? Yeah, I'm going to see what the green-white deck looks like. I certainly don't think green-white sounds bad. As much as I'd like generally be resistant to playing green-white in this format. Play this. This is like a real powerful card in combination with Dawn or Ladev. I feel like if either of these survive, you're probably winning anyway. Or probably ahead. That's the thing. Honestly, this doesn't seem like a bad 20 to me. They're just not able to compete. Yeah, I could see that being the case, Shop. Double Power Collector is so good, though. Power Collector grows so fast. Could even play Glaive for the evasion. You end up putting a bunch of Guild Gates in like your aggressive deck though, which isn't very exciting. Don't know if you could just like play the Sworn Companions and the Divine Visitation as a way of like doing something broken. Sworn Companions like combines with Parhelion Patrol kind of nicely. So it's not the end of the world. This is very mopey. This is intensely mopey. The other option is you play the Strays instead of the Sworn Companions and Divine Visitation, because they work well with Parhelion Patrol also. How big do our Pelt Collectors grow? We have a bunch of 2-power things. We have 3 3-power things, and then a few 4-power things. So the Pelt Collectors are like fine here. Yeah, this deck needs a Divine Visitation for late game power. Yep, I agree with that completely. Do you think we play the Glaive here, or do you think the tap plans are just like really awkward in this deck? Glaive is like power. Glaive is a very powerful magic card with 5 gates. Helps our creatures trade up in combat. Makes their bodies more relevant. But we've kind of got this like curve out thing going on that they play badly with. You'd play the Glaive? Yeah, I think I would too. Let's try building a mana base for this. I think I'm going to play games with both decks, because both decks seem pretty awkward and unexciting, and I want to see which performs better. 6, 7, 8, 9. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to swap this the other way around because of our Pelt Collectors. Yeah, this deck has a hard time beating a 4-5. I'd agree with that. I would agree with that. I feel like this deck has a hard time beating much of anything. But I'm going to try out this one first. Depending on how it goes, you might try out the green-white one. I suspect this one's better though. Just because you have a bunch of evasion and flyers. Which seems important. Alright. This is certainly not the most exciting compared to our previous sealed deck, right? Our previous sealed deck was so nice. It was like great. Yeah, the Izzet one has a plan. I would agree with that. The Izzet one has a very clear plan. I like the plan a lot, even if the deck's not very good. By the way, everyone, go check out my article on SCG if you haven't already. It's talking about the Golgari deck I played at the PT. The deck was really sweet. I enjoyed it a lot. I know Aaron Barrett was like raving about the deck. Well worth giving a read. The link is in chat. Oh my gosh. I'm really excited for tomorrow, getting to play some Jund in Modern. It's been too long since I played some Modern. Especially on stream. We haven't streamed Modern in like weeks. I think we want to be on the play with this deck. Alright. Hand is fine. Excuse me. Hand is fine. Our string constant. I know. It keeps breaking. It keeps breaking, shop. Whatever will we do? Playing Jund is so lovely. I am excited for it. Seems quite delightful. Last time I played Jund was like... God, it wasn't even before Bloodbraid got unbanned. It was like before Eldrazi Winter. It's been a long time. It used to be my main deck in Modern for like several months. And then Eldrazi Winter hit and I just stopped. Ooh, I'm gonna go for the greed. I'm gonna go for the max greed here. I'm F6'd. I have to F3 really quickly. Come on. Sick. Oh my god. This is so good. the shatter pause. And they realize what's happening. Ooh, nice. We'll keep that on top 100% of the time. That was a nice twofer. Kill the adept, get a creature. Alright. They have their own Whisper Agent in hand. If they do, I'm just going to let this go. Our ground creatures get bricked off so quickly anyway. And play a wee Dragonauts into a Hellkite Whelp. Get stuff going that way. Start pecking them with our 1/3. No! My wee Dragonauts, what happened to it? This is actually a bit worrying. If they can answer my Whelp, I just have like nothing going on for a little while. Alright. Hypothesis will if needed. So how big does the integrity make the wee Dragonauts? It makes it a 3/3, right? Because the +2/+0. So it just makes it trade. Oh my god, that's so bad for us. Jeez. Now we just have no pressure. I assume their deck is more grindy than us, because they have a Dimir deck. Interesting. Interesting. I guess I just hypothesisal. How much damage is this next turn? 2, 5, 6, 7, 12, 13, 14, 15. I just want to cast this and dig for more threats. Killing the Whisper Agent's really unexciting, but yeah, having to discard like an actual card because we drew so many lands, but this is fine. Kill the Whisper Agent, hit them for 1. Next time we can land Beam Splitter. I want to hold one land because we have a bunch of jumpstart cards, but I can play out the other one. Okay, that is a 2/2. Ooh, that's such a good draw. Yeah, 2 lands there was rough, agreed. Sphinx, on the other hand, was not. Now we have, like, actual pressure going. Please don't kill my Sphinx. God damn, there's so much removal in this format. Feels like half the sealed decks just have like 5 removal spells. At least Watch is great. Watcher is like A+. Just like another big flyer. Helps dig the lands out the way, ensure we keep drawing gas here. We need a white source at some point for the Dawn of Hope. I think I'm just getting rid of this. And keeping the Leapfrog. Now between Beam Splitter, Leapfrog, Sure Strike, we're representing like a lot of damage. We get like 3 for 5. If they don't hold this back, we do like 5, 8, 9. Like an attack is 15 damage with the Sure Strike in a couple turns. Yeah, we also have outs to punch or assault for sure. Both of those would be very good. Ooh. Getting in for that damage. Hopefully they don't have the Artful Takedown. That'd be disgusting. Alright, I think I'm just attacking with Watcher. I could attack with both of these, and if they block, I can, like, kill the Informant plus Lava Spike them. It's kind of more tempting to use this defensively, because the Veil Shade is representing so much damage, and we now have, like, a flyer and a pseudo flyer. I'm just going to attack with the Watcher. Cast my Frog, Seiko. The best bit about blocking and using Sure Strike is, like, we can actually play our own removal, right? Is that how this works? Because we get the copy even if this is killed in response, I'm assuming. So we still get to use the Sure Strike to kill that creature. regardless of what they have in hand. I believe that's how it works. I might be misunderstanding. Interesting. If they just attack with the Veiled Shade, I'm not too inclined to block. At the moment I have 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. 13 damage in the air. So I think this is fine. Like this way we're drawing to like Sonic Assault, Gravitic Punch, or another Sure Strike to kill them. I guess it's not 13 damage in the air because we'd have to target Beam Splitter. It's like 10 damage in the air. That's still pretty good though. Interesting. Just going for the 4. They have like a Disappearance in hand maybe? Interesting. Right, our turn. Holy cow. This is a good one. Jeez. So I just attack all. If they block the Beam Splitter, I get to Sure Strike combo them. If they block the Leapfrog, I can Sure Strike and still eat the Informant. This way I play around Disappearance, right? If I do it this way around. Because I can then like tap the Veiled Shade on their turn. The other option is I just Sonic Assault them now anyway. I only take like 5 on the backswing. Yeah, I just tap that guy too. I think I agree with that. They have a Disappearance. We're still just in a great position. Aren't they just super dead? Probably. Probably. Alright, copy this. Target the one we're happy to have bounced. Alright, you take 1,000,000. Sure Strike is plus 8 damage. The old 2 mana Banefire. Wow. That was kinda gas. This deck certainly has a game plan, huh? Certainly does. I honestly wonder if we're just not meant to be playing this Dawn of Hope. It's kind of an absurd thought. I didn't see any good X ones, did we? I don't think so. Didn't see any defenders. Password app. We didn't actually see that many good blockers, honestly. All their creatures kind of trade nicely. Yeah, against Dimir, a backup plan that wins on its own, I agree completely. It's a very valid point. Very valid point. How did the 4-color nonsense deck? We lost our final 2 games to miss out on the 5-0. We went 4-1 with it. Deck was very sweet though. Bottom this, clearly. Just need a mountain. Poisoner is nice. That's a good one. Against this hand. Shuts down the Whisper Agent nicely. Alright, let's draw a mountain next turn. Make this nice and easy. no. Leapfrog. Alright, I'm bringing in the Cosmotronic Wave after this game. Jeez, they're bored right now. Just like ready for a wave to hit. We drew a mountain, we're still very in this. Depending on how good their hand is. Oh my god, no. This is such a sad way to go down. Ah, magic, magic, magic. R.I.P. We are not well equipped to answer that Watcher in the Mist at the moment, so that's pretty bad news. Perfection. I don't know how we conceivably win this game. Narrator voice. This is not looking good for our hero. Accurate. Mountain. It's not a mountain. Not even close. Alright, mountain capture sphere. Still leaves us like struggling to beat their board. Yeah, I only get punished for these keeps when they're actually greedy. Well, when they're not actually greedy. Normally I keep really greedy 2-land hands and get thoroughly rewarded. But then I keep like very reasonable 2-land hands and get brutally punished. Because I think that's how justice works. We wanted the wave after that game. We only saw the 2 things that the wave hits is the problem. Still suspect it might be better than this punch against them. Kinda iffy on it. I don't think it's great by any means. Punch isn't exactly great either. I think this seems fine. Alright, come on. On the play. We go turn 2 Beam Splitter. Turn 3 Leapfrog. Very easily kill them. I wish the white-green deck had enough answers to flyers. If it did, I might consider boarding into it here and just trying to like grind them out. I don't know. I think this deck is probably just better though. This hand kind of sucks, but I also think it's a keep. We have Wee Dragonauts on free. Perfect mana. Hopefully they play like a Leapfrog we can Cosmotronic Wave. Or Hide Poisoner. Whisper Agent's a good draw. Just draw Dawn of Hope and then we win. This is true. Dawn of Hope would probably mean that we win. Ooh, this one's nice. Let's whisper them. bigger body. It's like an easier creature for them to deal with, but a single hit from a Whisper Agent is worth like multiple hits from the Dragonauts, right? So... That can stay right on top. Right. I guess I just run the attack. It's kind of awkward. Leaving the body in play makes our Cosmotronic Wave better. But then they probably get to start pestering us with the Veiled Shade, which I'm not in love with. If my Dragonauts isn't doing 20 in one turn, what am I even doing? Oh my god. I mean, they didn't block shop, so now I look smart. Just saying. I kind of have to cast the Dragonauts because it can attack next turn. And like the Crackling Drake kind of can't. You had the read. Yeah, I had the read, you didn't. Apparently so. Honestly, I think I meant to attack, because if I don't attack and they hit a land, they just get to stop poking me with the Shade. Which is really annoying, just like dealing 2 a turn. I actually do that a lot, Jesus. I do it a lot more when I know my opponent has something in their deck that makes it matter. But I say I'd like to declare attacks or declare attacks a lot. I think I say it a lot more than most people do. I do it a lot if I know they have any bounce spells or cryptic commands or artful takedowns in their deck or anything like that. Then I end up saying it like all the time, but I think I'm pretty unusual in that regard, and that most people don't do that. I just personally am a big fan of like communicating hyper clearly at the table. Yeah, exactly, Charlie. That's how it works. Yeah, you can just say go to combat. For sure. Oh my god, this is so brutal. Knife is so good. Imagine if we had anything here. +2/+2. Still get to hit them for free next turn. Cast out Drake. This card is going to be really nice in their deck though. Demir deck with we Dragonauts in play. No respect for invert. I mean, I guess they figured they're far behind and they just have to go for something like that. Not many decks have invert in them. Alright, take 2. Next turn, jam the Sphinx into play. Why are they missing land drops? Seemingly missing land drops is potentially brutal if they have 5 spells in hand. Obviously we don't know that they're missing land drops though. Right, they are hitting their land drops, that's good news for us. Makes the Veil Shade scarier, but also means they don't just have a million spells. Alright, I have to cast the Sphinx here, just use my mana efficiently. This Veiled Shade has looked weirdly good this game. Card is quite bad, but it just like keeps getting through our defenses because of the threat of activation. I really don't want to lose my like City Watch Sphinx for it, you know? So I just have to keep taking this. 2/2 unblockable. Phantom Warrior. Veiled Shade is a less terrible Erstwhile Trooper. To be fair, most cards are less terrible than Erstwhile Trooper. It is not a very high bar to clear. I've seen Erstwhile Trooper be good exactly once, which was when I was playing like a Boros aggro deck. My opponent had an Erstwhile Trooper in play, and it was kind of like they could like discard spells to catch up in terms of like mana with my hyper efficient deck. To like catch up with my pump spells. But the card is quite bad in general. Narcomoeba. Deal. You have yourself a 1/1 flyer, friend. Is this the Cosmotronic Wave turn? This might be the Cosmotronic Wave turn. Kill the Narcomoeba. Hit them for 7. Kinda like that. Otherwise they get like a clean double block here. Why is Narcomoeba in their deck? Excellent question. Alright, I think this is an unexciting use of Cosmotronic Wave, but probably fine. I might get punished for attacking with the Crackling Drake. The 1 damage isn't super relevant, and it like holds back the Wee Dragonauts really well. Unsure on whether the Crackling Drake's meant to get in there or not. Every damage kind of matters. We have like Sonic Assault and stuff in our deck. Honestly, if we draw a Sonic Assault, we're probably in such a good position anyway, though. Likewise, like, drawing a bunch of Sure Strikes or whatever, we're probably just in a good position. Alright. They just poke us with the Shade again, sure. Say no blocks. They probably pump it once or twice. Ooh, they have something to do with all 6 mana. Scary. Yep. That's a good one. That is also a good one. Jeez. We just forced them to chump block, right? That's so good. That's kind of absurd. We like tap this, they have to chump block with this. And go to 3. Alright, so not getting in the 1 damage with the Drake is kind of mattering, as it means they're not dead to the Sonic Assault on its own, but this is pretty great for us. Yep, so they have to chump, they go to free. Sonic Assault means they're almost certainly dead next turn. With us having 2 lethal flyers in the air. God, the old 10 lands, 7 spells draw. Still just like apparently great. Admittedly, 10 land, 7 spells stings a lot less when 2 of those are jumpstart spells. Alright, sick. Sonic Assault is pretty unreasonable, you're not wrong. Card is a bit messed up in any sort of like proactive deck. The white splash is for a Dawn of Hope. Yeah, they're now wishing they traded the Shade with the Agent. I have to imagine. The Agent got in like 6 damage, right? Did good work. Yeah, we have a Dawn of Hope that the white splash is for. We also have Intervention. But I'm not too worried about the backside of this. I think this is fine, just as like a +2/+2. Even though the Lightning Helix is obviously great. Yeah, Dawn of Hope is just like very good. Dawn of Hope is a pretty obnoxious Magic card. Out of the PT, I got to draw cards of Dawn of Hope with Take Heart twice in the same game, which was nice. Jeskai Beskai. Jeskai's sweet. Jeskai's actually pretty good in this limited format. Getting to splash like the nice white cards in your Izzet decks feels really nice. So yeah, this pool is pretty disappointing and weak, I think, but I think this is like a nice deck to salvage out of it. It's got a very clear game plan. I think it's going to really struggle against like the good decks, but you think Bud is the best guy? Fair point, fair point. It is very strange, Jesus. I mean, the Surveil trigger is just so good, right? Surveil trigger is just like actually just very good. Alright, can now cast our Direct Current. I'm gonna draw an island for the next 2 turns. Everything's gonna be great. The Boros Legion. Ooh, more Jeskai Mirror. This is wild. Ah. Alright, alright. Jesus. I think we're dead. Honestly. Even ignoring our mana situation, how do we ever beat a Murmuring Mystic? Yeah, Murmuring Mystic's pretty bad for us. Card is quite rude. Just like staring at it, forlorn. Alright. Say go. Hoping our Jeskai opponent has 0 instants or sorceries, but the rest of the game is kind of wishful thinking. I wonder if this is the matchup where we board into Selesnya. I feel like our Selesnya deck can actually punch through a Murmuring Mystic. Or is this deck's just like really awkward against it? We've like a bunch of leapfrogs and stuff. Oh my god, they're being so aggressive. I feel forced to block. Clearly they have something. They targeted my face with the blaze. I feel like trying to grind through a Murmuring Mystic is a bad spot to be in, but okay, they're going to direct current. Sure. That is fine. Right. Hypothesis all time, dig for our island. Yep. What am I discarding? Probably the Sonic Assault doesn't do very much. When we're kind of like clawing our way from behind for a while. It's pretty terrifying, Jesus. You're not wrong. Oh my god, this deck. What is happening? I cast the Barging Sergeant, it just dies to the direct current. So yes, I'm casting the Ornery Goblin. Holding up my integrity, maybe. Yep. So many birds. I guess I have to do this. Attempt to like buy a tiny bit of time here. Draw an island, we get to slam the Drake, which can then start blocking the burbs. I think I'm going to seriously look at the Selesnya deck. I just think our deck is so bad against Murmuring Mystic and Cosmotronic Wave and such. Even Direct Current is like a huge beating for us. I mean, I guess I have to Insight. I guess there are no other plays. What are lands? Oh my god. I guess the other option was like direct currenting a burb. But yeah, this is a solid yikes shop. Alright, good. Good deck. concede. I mean, we're not out of this. Necessarily. Okay, okay, okay. Point taken. Now I will concede. Obviously we drew very badly. Regardless, that deck seems a bit rough for us. How does this look against them? Bunch of like X3s and X4s. I'm not convinced this is much better. Oh, awesome. Thanks, Crank's Kitchen. Critchkin. I cannot put your username to a face in my head, I'm afraid, but I really enjoyed meeting a bunch of people at the GP. The GP was great. Thank you so much. We also have a bunch of 2/2s. Yeah, this deck has a lot of 2/2s. You're not wrong. This deck is literally incapable of removing a Murmuring Mystic, other than with, like, if they block. Oh my god, Crutchkid. It was nice meeting you. I don't know which deck is better against that deck. I feel like this deck just struggles to slog through 1/1 flyers. We have Whelp to help with that. We can board in a Cosmotronic Wave. Yeah, you think the Jeskai deck could be good enough on the play? I think I agree with that. And then on the draw we can play the other deck, I think. That's true, Noki. That's true. I'm going to try this on the play. And then I think on the draw I'm going to board into the Selesnya deck. If we win this game. Oh my god, this hand's so bad. It doesn't do anything. Doesn't pressure our opponents at all. Do we just have to mulligan this? I already hate mulliganing in Seal, but I don't think this is how we win games against that deck. Alright, this hand is nice. This hand is A+. This means we can cast the Drake or the Insight on 4. I'm probably just meant to keep this. I feel like bottoming a land would be like pretty greedy even for me. Obviously we'd like to do something before turn 4, but our 4s and 5s this hand are really strong, so I think it was potentially reasonable to bottom to dig for something cheap to do. I could see that being the case. Like either we're drawing something cheap to do or we're drawing lands in that case. Oh my god, that deck's so good. Alright. It's getting steamy. I'm going to be very optimistic here. So I would quite like to get one of those 2 drops. Oh my god. I was hoping to get one of those 2 drops off the board. That deck is a lot more aggressive than it looked last game. This game, they've drawn all their cheap cards. Graveyard, obviously. They're going to kill this, because both of those are way better than the Creator Maker is. Graveyard. This actually blocks this pretty well. Lets me like double spell the Sure Strike. I think I'm gonna keep this, but I'm not like 100% on that. Alright, if they ever draw Sonic Assault, we die. If we ever stabilize, they get to start drawing cards with the Guild Mage. So this is like a pretty awful position to be in. Yeah. Our game was not close. Jeez. Just like died in 1 minute. That deck looked kind of nice. It's like a good version of what we're doing. Grump, grump, grump. Oh. Alright, let's try this again. I feel like I would be pretty sad if I opened this ball at the GP. Feels like fairly underpowered. You would also be sad, yeah. Just like, the deck has a clear plan, but I don't think having a plan is really where you want to be in Sealed. You just want to have like power level. Alright, let's go first. I mean, this is a keep. Yeah, I can imagine that shop. Sounds not great. The plan seems to be aggressively mediocre. Oh my god, Gatekeeper. I mean, you're not wrong. How is GP structured? You have, there's 8 rounds of sealed day 1 and then 9 rounds of sealed day 1 and then 2 drafts day 2. So with my 2 buys, I end up playing 7 rounds of sealed with the 1 sealed deck. In my experience, you can like often like scrape in with a 7-2 with like decent but not amazing sealed decks if you're like a bit fortunate. That's obviously not easy. I would probably not expect a day 2 with something like this. Though I have like day 2'd with worse before, so. I did that once, Jesus. The Shadows over Innistrad limited GP in Barcelona. My pool was just like unreal bad. I made like 2 different decks and ended up playing like a few games with both of them and just like dropping after my first 2 losses because I couldn't like. I think I'd won like. I dropped off the 3 losses, and this was back when you could day 2 on 6 and 3. I was just like, I can't imagine ever winning 4 matches in a row with this deck because I've won like 1 game in 3 rounds, and that was due to my like opponent getting stuck on 2 lands or whatever. So I have done that before. Hey there, Lassie. Good to see you. But, you know, it's certainly not the dream. Would advise against opening that poorly. It's only happened to me once. Although that was also the GP where think it was Eduardo Sajgalik opened a pool where like a literal 5 of the 6 rares were dual lands, and then like the final rare was unplayable, and like the rest of his pool was really weak too, and that was something. I've not seen anything quite like that before. Jeez, this portcullis mine's gonna do good work. Thanks, Tumble Dryer. Appreciate it. I don't know that I will remember to say that, but if I am in the Manchester area, it will be for a magic thing. So it's like the main reason I end up going to such a place. Oh my god, Jesus, that sounds atrocious. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm looking forward to seeing Helena again. I haven't seen her in a while. I think the last time I was in Manchester I didn't see her. Is he Pitiless Gorgon? Sure. Just play the Whisper Agent this turn, City Watch Sphinx next turn, and then like start punching them for the 2-turn clock. Oh my god, Paul. That's heartbreaking. That is like a lot. Interesting. Would I rather trade the Minotaur or the Whisper Agent? Whisper Agent attacks into that 0-3. Minotaur like gets blockers out of the way. No blocks, yeah, probably just no blocks, I guess. Try and push damage. Alright. I take back everything I said about pushing damage. Still just can't break through. This is fine though. This is fine. The Sphinx, if it doesn't die, is going to do amazing work with the Gravitic Punch in tow. Oh yeah, I think I remember that, Dwyer. I don't know when I'm next going to be in Manchester, because obviously I don't have to play like PTQs for quite a while. Interesting, so I can go 5 them, can't block. That sounds kind of nice. Am I at the Liverpool GP? I will be. I'm looking forward to it. This is kind of messed up. Just like a little bit messed up. Awesome. Look forward to seeing you, Dwyer. Oh, could I have killed them? I could have put them to 2. Right? I could have Sure Striked and then Gravitic Punched. And they go to 2. That's wild. I might have been correct. Just like leave them dead to Sonic Assault for the rest of the game. If I lock gold at Liverpool or Warsaw, how many PTs am I queued for? I don't know. So I believe I would 100% be locked for 3 more PTs. Possibly 5, but I'm not like 100% on that. I would definitely be locked for 3. I'm already technically locked for 2 though, because of my silver invite. What do they have here? They must have an answer to my Sphinx, right? For them to be doing this. Bit concerning. Oh. That makes sense. Alright, they're just dead. If they don't have specifically the deal 5, they end up dying here. Yeah, this is kind of nice. As we make this 8 power and then punch them. Oh my god, this is so gross. Yeah, I think it's one of those things, Paul, where like, if I end up hitting gold, I'll figure it out. But until then, it's like not too relevant. I just have to keep doing my best and see what happens. Wow, this card was absurd. I've never seen it be that good before. There's a stupid gargoyle, which is terrifying. There's not a lot we can do about that. I must wonder if this is a matchup for Passwell Adept. They have a lot of free freeze that make this card kind of embarrassing. There's a blocker though. I'm just worried about like the air getting clogged up by a gargoyle and then us struggling to attack. Thanks, Paul. I really, really hope I get that. I should be able to. I've got like a lot of time, right? This is probably fine. I've essentially got like 4 months to get 3 points, or 4 points, rather. I'm gonna keep this. Any red source lets us cast this, and then gives us a fine hand. We have the best card in our deck in our hand. If we hit a white source. If I was on the play, I think I'd mulligan this, but on the draw, I have a bit of time to draw into it. Boroscope Gate. Right, that one's also fine. Okay. I think base Peacemaker's generally better for them than for me. But we do have this Dawn of Hope, which encourages us to like last a little while in this game. Which makes it less clear. Interesting. I probably just hit them for 1 here. Right. Next time I can go Barging Sergeant, make this 2 power. And I can try and set up the Sure Strike Grav Punch combo. It's almost tempting to hold this back and try and Sure Strike on defense. Just so I don't fall too far behind. The next turn they probably have to trade whatever they play for my Barging Sergeant, so I think this is fine. Rude. Alright, they get to trade this for the Gorgon. It's like a pretty poor trade for us, but we get a counter on our Wee Dragonauts, which I think is worth it. Counter's just like very good with us having this Gravitic Punch in hand. I would really like another mountain. Another mountain would be A+. Ooh. That's scary. Mountain, please. Not like this. Right. What happens if I Grav Punch? Is a mountain then lethal? Grav Punch is 8 damage. They go to 13. And then mountain is 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's lethal. Probably just meant to play towards drawing lethal. Otherwise I'm just gonna like keep falling behind. The other option is I just hit them for 2, put them to 19. And then mountain is 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 18. It's like one short. Alright. This is not the dream, but I guess that's what we're doing. Can't think of any reason to play this island out. I guess I have Chemist as Insight in my deck. Alright, sure. Alright. Would like a mountain. Or Sonic Assault. Sonic Assault would also play, I guess. Just about. No, depends what they have here. Ugh. Jeez. What a way to go down. I don't think I have any outs now. Because even Shump blocking the worm, I go to 2. Sigh. Alright, next one. Gets me on the play. Gravitic Punches looked awesome though. It gave us like a real chance of winning that game when we might have struggled otherwise. Card is just like very good in this deck. It's like a card I'm normally not a big fan of, but just fits perfectly when we're looking to like kind of punk people out with our underpowered cards. Alright, go first. Mulligan. I just need something to do early, but perfectly fine hand. This like kind of counts. Guess I meant to keep that. I feel like Beam Splitter Rage gets overpowered by free freeze and such fairly quickly. It's possible I'm not meant to keep it on that basis. Against that deck, it might not actually be what I'm in the market for. Yeah, they're just going to play a Shield Mate or a Sundew. Sundew's pretty good against all of our cards. Alright. Please just play a Gorgon, or just pass, that's also fine with me. I think I'm interested in direct currenting the Sundew. The other option is I could plan on capture spheering that 4-drop to set up the Bargent. It's pretty nice getting to kill their reach blocker. Oh, wow, land. Thank you. This is perfect. Just perfect. Now we're like in a very good position. Wall of Mist is broken, Gavrov. Just completely broken. So of course this card's great. Ah, nice free. That's my 4/4. Alright. So I can attack with both, put them to 9. They trade these. I play the Sphinx and have lethal with a removal spell to clear the way. I think I prefer that over spearing the Pack Beast and putting them to 5. I think this is a touch better. Actually, I don't know, there's a direct current in the yard. Putting them to 5 makes either creature lethal. Maybe that was better. This is still good. But I think I was actually just meant to capture for this. And then direct current is like lethal next turn. Yeah, I agree, Sharp. I agree. I got there. Took me a moment. I think this is good. Agreed. With the direct current in the yard. They need like a Peacemaker or something. Or 2 blockers. Blocker plus Prey Upon. Somehow. I'm not even sure what would do that. Cool, so you're dead. I like it. I'd like to deal 2 to you, friend. Wow, this Barging Sergeant did work. Did like very good work. Alright, 2 and 1 apparently. Really, if we got a 4-1 out of this, I'd be quite proud. Even a 3-2 I feel would be batting above average. Hey, good question, Critching. I'm actually part of Team Axion now. Shop is kindly firing up a command for, which is one of the probably the best shop in the UK, honestly, and the biggest team in the UK too. Pretty exciting. I'm very proud to be a part of it. Been attending events run by Axion for quite a while now. Like they were like the main events I was going to when I was like learning to play competitively. I think our team did like we have an Axion now Pro Series team too. It became like 16th out of like 35-ish or however many teams there are at the PT, which isn't bad considering like we have like a couple silver level players and a few bronze levels. I did not know that either, Shop. Huh. That is interesting. Alright. See if we can get this 4-1. Deck ain't perfect, but it's trying its hardest. Oh, Tim owns Magic Madhouse? I didn't realize that. Hicks231 with the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you so much for becoming a Knight of Autumn. I appreciate it. Everyone put some hearts in chat for our new subscriber. The support means a ton to me, Hex. Thank you. How's it going? It's going pretty well, Nantu. We 4-1'd our first sealed league, enjoying trying out the sealed format for GP Warsaw. It's actually pretty fun. I've been enjoying it as far as sealed formats go. This deck isn't the best, but we're currently 2-1 with it somehow. I think I'm meant to keep this. Any third land lets me Whisper Agent on free. And I got like the rest of my spells are perfectly fine. Thanks, Hex. Means a lot to me. And yeah, I'm really happy about how the PT went. Felt like I worked really hard for this one. It was like paid off appropriately, so yeah, I will keep trying, keep putting up the good work. Oh wow, we're just drawing perfectly. Just gonna curve out here, 2 into 3, into removal spell, into Watcher. Run our opponent over. Sure. I think I'm just gonna run this out now. I'm tempted. Is it crazy to capture spare this? Just like try and tempo them out here almost. Could also just draw this for the +2/+2. It's like decent. I kind of want to yard it, ensure I hit my 5th land in time for the Watcher. Like the +2/+2 is nice against the Darkblade Agent, I guess. I think this is a fine thing to ditch though. You no longer want to capture sphere because you can just +2/+2. I guess we deal 4. We actually like get to pump the Beam Splitter then. It's pretty nice. Alright, I'm gonna keep this. This is a fine keep. Not like 100% on it, like the 5th land would be great, but no worries, Nantu. I'm glad you appreciated it. How did your PT go, by the way? Hope it went well for you. Alright, if they block, get to blow them out. Right, this is awesome. Integrity. It's like basically a Searing Blaze, more or less. End of their turn, we can bounce their next creature, dig for the land for our Watcher, put them to 8. Yeah, that still sounds like a positive experience, Nantu. I really do think like the first PT you just like shouldn't put too much pressure on yourself to like, you know, crush or whatever. Just like experiencing it for the first time sets you up so much better for the future ones, I think. Oh my god, this is a tilt. Alright. We still just get to capture sphere their next play. Like, hopefully rip the 5th land. Okay. That's pretty good. I think I'm gonna bounce my Whisper Agent. Because I get to dig for a land that way. So maybe Bargent them next turn. Yeah, you get 3 pro points just for attending a Pro Tour. That is correct. So it's already like a decent chunk of the way towards getting something like bronze. I'm just gonna put this in the yard. I just want my untapped land next turn, so I can kill this Vraska as soon as possible. Land, please. Come on. Alright. Thanks, Nuntu. I appreciate it. It means a lot to me. If they just play a creature out, we get to cast Whisper Agent, capture spear the creature, kill the Vraska, which is nice. Unfortunately, that doesn't seem to be happening. That is not the... I think I'm going to ditch this. I just really want to hit my 5th land. So I can try and kill this Vraska. Oh, is this the Dream Eater? Yep. Alright. The mythics are so real. Jeez. If we capture Sphere the Dream Eater, they get to sack it to the Vraska. We got actual draw 4. Interesting. So if I cast Bargeon, it just trades with the Dream Eater. I can also go Ornery Goblin plus Whisper Agent just to double spell and try and catch up a bit here. The other option is I could go Watcher in the Mist, which I think is decent. I think I'm either double spelling or casting Watcher. Double spelling gives me a decent chance of like tackling down this Vraska soon. Which is appealing. Alright. I think that's the plan. They start cycling their lands with Vraska. Jeez. That deck is very powerful. Alright, they're attacking, which means I can get in some damage on Vraska at least. So if I capture Sphere, they get to like sack this Indrik for free, so I think I kind of want to Bargeon instead. Level up my Whisper Agent to a 4/3. Vraska with both. They're gonna trade the Indrik with the Bargeon. Depending on what they do, we might be able to sneak through the Whisper Agent to finish off the Vraska soon. Or she can take over the game anymore. Because we have this Capture Sphere to help. That's not too worrying. Oh dear lord. Yeah. Damn, Quasi Duplicate's really good too. That deck is very good. Do you reckon our Izzet deck or our Selesnya deck's better against them? I think our Izzet deck's better at like punking out wins before they get their stuff online. Our Selesnya deck's just so bad against Dream Eater is the problem. I think we just have to play the Izzet deck here. Probably run it just very similar to how it was before. I'm very worried. They have 2 spy bugs as well. That we saw that game. I almost wonder if we just don't want the Dawn of Hope in this matchup. I feel like they just go over the top of it so easily. Yeah, the Izzet seems better. I think I agree. I'm just wondering if we just like almost don't want the Dawn of Hope pair. I just feel like trying to go long against them is just really awkward. Obviously the card's just great, but I might not have time to make this switch. Just feel like the Dawn of Hope is going to be really awkward against them. They have a Vraska to take it off the board, so it's not even like guaranteed to end the game, and I feel like trying to go long against them, we're just going to die. Because their cards are so powerful. With like Quasi-Duplicate, 2 Spy Bugs, Indrik, the Dream Eater. So pretty interested in just like focusing on trying to kill them. Alright, definitely on the play in this matchup. Just need to draw lands, and this hand is good. Dragonauts into Insight. There's some like decent pressure. Alright, land please. Land next turn would be very good. Then even if we miss our 4th land drop, we have a couple plays. Come on. Thank you. Guess I'd rather cast the Minotaur first. It's higher upside. The Dragonaut's like guarantees the damage pretty much. Alright, insta-punished. Cool, cool. Like it. Let's just run out our Dragonauts. If we hit a land next turn, we can cast the Whelp. Otherwise, we get to like Insight, make them unable to block, deal 5. Oh my god. Stop playing such good cards. It's so rude. Ah. Guess I just Insight. I'm gonna lose the Wee Dragonauts. Like, I could bounce this, attack with both. And if they don't block the Gorgon on this, I'm not using all my mana this turn. I do push 5 damage, which is decent. Yeah, I could just Capture Sphere this. That's the other option too, for sure. That might be good. The Utrat is just like very, very strong. I think it's worth using the Capture Sphere on. The other option is I could attack with both. And if they block, I get to go Sure Strike, bounce this, deal 5. If they don't block, they take 3, which is good for me. Kinda like the sound of that. Alright, I'm gonna attack with both, I think. If they block, I will use both tricks. If they don't, I'll Capture Sphere this. Either of these work out pretty nicely. We get to bounce this. Ornery Goblin. I do not particularly want that. I think that's pretty underpowered at this point in the game. We deal 5 to them. Next time we tap the Atrata, deal another 3. If they play something else instead, we can land the Whelp, perhaps. Or just like draw 2, deal 3. Either of which sounds great. Come on, opponent. I say with 3 minutes less on my clock. Like the hypocrite I am. Oh. Here comes the Atrata. Awesome. As was predicted. Let's just get that out of here. Into 12. Next time we can use Insight, make their next creature unable to block, hit them for 5, put them to 7. Dig for like a Direct Current or a Sonic Assault. So they are super close to dead. They don't have removal. Ooh. Gain 5 as well? Gross. Oh, that is disgusting. Oh, thanks, Teal. Appreciate it. I am very, very happy about how the PT ended up going. I kind of want to play out this land. Like, obviously I can jumpstart it away, but I feel like there's more of a chance of me drawing like a land and a free drop and wanting to cast the free drop. Or something like that. Yeah, I am very, very happy about how the PT went. Worked like really hard to get that result. Let's fire off this Insight. I'm gonna make this one unable to block. So if I draw a Sure Strike, I'd rather kill this, right? Guess that makes sense. Oh, I guess if I draw a Direct Current, I can kill this, but then I make this unable to. Oh my god. Tilt. I can just cast my Leapfrog. This is fine. Yeah, I can. Oh, I'm silly. I meant to make this unable to block, because then I ping this and they can't block this. That's really bad. I just assumed my Hellkite Whelp didn't have text on this battlefield, but it's actually really good. Just like missing 2 damage. This is fine there. Still pushing in for free. Still like pretty far ahead here. Yeah, I should have made this unable to block, pinged this, and then they can't block this reasonably, which puts them to 12, which is like a pretty big difference, honestly, with 2 flyers in play. Like it would have made it a 2-turn clock in the air, provided we find another spell off the Insight. If they're spending their turn drawing too, I think that's pretty great for us. Watch as we draw Direct Current. Yeah, I'm still ahead by quite a bit, I agree. Still very happy about this position. I get to do the ping trick this turn, which is nice. Oh yeah, the green splash could be... I know we've seen a Vraska Swister. We've seen Vraska from their deck, which is what the green splash is for, as far as we know. We're kind of forced to take this, but it's really rough for them, going down to 6. Any spell kills them then. Yeah, I guess they just agree they just don't want to be dead to any spell. Turning on our flyers. Our deck seems good. It's fine. I don't think it's great. We've been winning a reasonable amount with it though. It has like a very cohesive game plan, which is nice. Ooh. That's pretty good for them. Means this can trade with the leapfrog cleanly. Right, we really want to find a spell. Ugh. Gross. That's a good surveil, jeez. I get to copy the Dowser, I guess. We already need like a Sonic Assault or a Direct Current now. Oh, they just want to make the Spybug bigger so it can trade with the Hellkite. Okay, that makes sense. If they attack here, helps clear up an opening for our creatures, which is great. Sure Strike. I think that's lethal? I don't know. So we can attack all. They would block the Whelp and block our ground creatures. And then we'd only deal 5. Alternatively, we can Sure Strike a flyer, make the Spybug unable to block. Yeah, this is lethal. Cool. Yeah, they're dead. Agreed. I got there. It took me a moment. But I did get there. This is sweet. This unable to block. And deal 9 damage. So we missed 2 damage earlier in the game, but we still managed to get there, thankfully. We do have to be on the draw now, which is scary. Their deck is extremely good. I don't think I want to change anything. I think I'm happy having boarded out the Dawn of Hope, based on what we've seen. Cosmotronic Wave could be decent. I think I prefer Gravitic Punch, but I'm not like 100% on that. Like, Cosmotronic Wave also just does like kill a Spybug sometimes, as well as randomly killing them. I'm kind of iffy on which one's better here. Wave would have been about the same that game. Honestly, like either of them would have been good enough that game. I think I'm going to play the Punch, but I'm not convinced that's correct. I don't know which I'd prefer. Yeah, Wave lets us push through their creatures nicely. We haven't seen like that much removal from them, which makes Wave a bit better. No, I mean, I also just want to keep trying out Punch. I feel like this is like a very good punch deck. It was quite good for us earlier. I just want to keep trying out the card because I've not played with it much in draft. This hand is really good. Jeez, it's like got a lot of reach with Sonic Assault plus Direct Current. Yeah, now we've drawn the third land, which is in a great position. We go Adept, Leapfrog, and then just keep pushing damage every turn. If they have a removal spell, they make this hand a lot weaker, but this is scary. We might just have to block that to stop them drawing cards. We do have the Barging Sergeant now, though. Is there any world in which you swap Wave for Chemisters? I don't think so. Maybe. Ooh, I was meant to attack here, huh? I was meant to attack so I could Direct Current this. Yeah, Shop, you're correct. I should have done that. I agree. If I attack, they like most likely block, and then I get to trade half a Direct Current for a Darkblade Agent, which I think is a really good exchange for me. Just like very interested in doing that. Interesting. Kind of just want to Sonic Assault this. Hit them for 4. Let's see if they let us go to combat first, or if they have a takedown. Okay, they don't have takedown. So I could attack both Sonic Assault, put them to 14. The other option is I could try and set up a good Bargent turn. Oh, they could have Whisper Agent, that's true. I should play around Whisper Agent, right? By only attacking with the Frog. If they had a Whisper Agent, I feel like they'd have attacked with the Darkblade Agent. Is the thing. I guess they didn't want to trade it with the Frog. I feel like them trading for the Frog is good for them, though. I guess they don't know how much reach we have in hand. The other option is I just make this unblockable with the Passwall Adept. Which is like also good. Saves my Sonic Assault. Alright, whatever. Seems fine. Saves my Sonic Assault, gives them less of an idea of how much damage we have stored up in hand. Spybug. Please don't have a Surveil. Oh my god. That's really good. That is really, really good. I get to Direct Current the Spybug at least, and then hit them for free. I guess I'm just gonna have to take this Darkblade Agent hit here. Which sucks, but... Darkblade Agent is really impressive. That is a very good draw. Being able to double spell here is really important, I think. Also blocks the Darkblade Agent, which is nice. Right, we actually want to play out the mountain, I guess? I don't think it makes too much difference. I guess we're probably going to hit 6 lands anyway, so we can go Assault plus Current in the same turn, or like Assault plus Adept. Like, typically you want quad red in play in Izzet decks because of Direct Current, but we've already used up our Direct Current. So they 100% have Dream Eater. So yes, I'm just attacking with the Ornery Goblin. Play block it with the Darkblade Agent, I'm okay with that. Could make the Leapfrog unblockable and attack with both. That sounds kind of nice. I should move to declare attacks before I do that. Play around takedown. I think I'm just going to make this unblockable. They have a Dream Eater. This isn't like a terrible blowout for us. They don't have a Dream Eater. We're like getting in free damage when we have Sonic Assault in hand, which is obviously just great. Alright, now we can just pass the turn with Assault up. Well, they just don't have anything? Jeez. Just like a bunch of lands and green spells in hand or something. This is so good for us. Alright, Sonic Assault the Dowser. And then we can fire off this Bargent. Bargent probably pumps the Frog, I guess. Yeah, they need green really bad, I assume. Yeah, this gets in the most damage. Pumping the Parcel Adept is nice, because then it can make itself unblockable, and the Frog already has like a big target on its head, but... if they block one of these, we have 4 damage stored up in the yard, so they kind of need to gain life or draw a counter spell or something. Alright. That's not bad. So I can go Sonic Assault this. They are dead a lot of different ways. You're not wrong. Alright. 3 and 1. Playing for the 4 and 1. Is not great, but it's been performing pretty well. I almost wonder if we're just not meant to have Dawn of Hope in it. Dawn of Hope is such a powerful card. But the Plains is pretty bad, the Guild Gates are pretty bad. Possible Adept was great for us that game. Maybe we're just meant to make our deck more focused. I think I'm going to keep trying out the Dawn of Hope. But the more I play this deck, the more I get the impression I'm just not meant to have it in. I could see boarding it out in the next match, depending on how things look. Oh yeah, that deck was awesome, Gabroth. Dream Eater, Vraska, Quasi-Duplicate, 2 Spybugs, a Trotter. That deck was very nice. I'm kind of impressed we won it. I guess they just stumbled a bit that game. Their hand must have been kind of awkward. Our draw was like very strong. We had our Sonic Assault, which feels like one of the most important cards in the matchup. Just for like tapping down a big expensive creature, giving us like inevitability. I really want this 4-1. This sealed format is nice though. Like, this deck feels kind of scrappy. Yeah, it's still managing to win games. Sometimes even like pretty convincingly. Yep, that is indeed the case. Testing sealed for Warsaw. Because there's a GP there, imminently. Which I would like to crush. Kinda need the pro points. Wow, this hand is so good to okay-ish. Low bar. Let's just mulligan this one. Alright, I'm gonna scry, try and find a land. Feel embarrassed about this Dawn of Hope. Is the pilot more so than the deck? I can imagine that. Nice. Perfect draw. Kinda. I guess Boros Guildgate was the perfect draw, but can't complain too much. Ooh. I guess this is the test. Will this Dawn of Hope be better or worse than a Pastoral Adept? Oh god. It was fun whilst it lasted. You know? Oh my god, Thief of Sanity. I guess I keep this. I'm convinced it does enough. Thief of Sanity is a really messed up magic card. Next turn I'm going to have to like Sonic Assault it defensively, which isn't really a great place to be. Try and dig for our 4th land for this Capture Sphere. Just like, if the Thief starts connecting with us, we basically lose the game. Feel pretty pressured into doing this. If we hit a land and can Capture Sphere it, I think we're like, maybe in this game, kind of. Jeez. Oh my gosh, what do I do? I have to maybe tap down the Thief again? I don't think that gets me very far. Considering the hand is like 6 spells. Yep. I guess I'm also drawing to Direct Current, so I've got untapped land or Direct Current as live draws to keep playing this game. I almost wonder if I have to discard this. I feel like this is one of the ways I claw my way back in is the problem. Like, kill the Thief, land a Dawn of Hope, and then I can actually grind. Like, at this point, I feel like all my creatures are just going to end up trading off with their creatures anyway. Block a Whisper Agent. So we need untapped land or Direct Current. Basically this time. Thank God. Alright. It isn't the dream, but kind of getting somewhere. We only discarded like 3 cards to deal with this Thief of Sanity. Oh. Alright. Ooh. Do they have a surveil here? They might have the -3 by the so to blow us out. I kind of want this for my hypothesis, or I also kind of want a white source for the Dawn of Hope though. I think I'm far enough behind that I just want to get really greedy and ditch this almost. I am really far behind. This might be incorrect. This one's not been going incredibly smoothly, Teal. I'd agree with that assessment. Yeah, they had the -3/-0 that I was fearing. At least they don't kill my creature. They do get to draw a card. Pump this up. Wow, they left both cards on top. That's terrifying. Right. I guess I'm hypothesising. I could probably wait till their turn, honestly, and see what they do first. Do it in combat. It's bad if they have a counterspell, but I'm not really too interested in playing around much of anything at this point. And if we get to trade with the Dark Blade, we get to happily hypothesis all the Fort Bound. Another one, jeez. That's so rude. Uh-huh. Like, I can't really beat this Fort Bound Phantasm either. I guess if I draw a plane specifically, I can Lightning Helix this. If they have another Surveil thing, we're just gonna die to the Fort Bound, so I guess I'm just taking down the Fort Bound instead of the Dark Blade. We also have a bunch of like 3/2s and stuff that can trade with the Dark Blade. Should it come to that. That deck's really nice. Based on what we've seen so far. Now we're taking 5 on board. So we're still drawing to planes specifically for this Lightning Helix. Huh. Alright. I think I can scoop here. Leave Leaf on board. Because the Cyclops can now attack. Okay, that was rough. Turn 3 Thief of Sanity confirmed kind of busto against no removal. Huh. Interesting. This is like another matchup where Dawn of Hope just feels like even if we have it, we're just going to get overpowered. It's like so hard for our mana base. I think we're just not meant to have it in our deck, sadly. As like strong as the card is. I know it looks like results-orientated thinking based on that game, but I think it's just like not great in our deck, considering what our game plan is in a lot of places. Let's play the Adept again. Card's kind of nice. Rip our hopes and dawns, indeed. Oh my god. Alright, this time when they play Thief of Sanity, we're going to have direct current ready. Ready and waiting. So we don't have to like discard free cards to deal with their one card. Alright, on the play. This hand is entirely reasonable. Dragonauts into Insight. So like a very nice curve. We don't have as many tap lands in the deck now, so that also helps us here. This card's so good. I'm just like consistently more and more impressed by 4-Pound Phantasm. It's probably a bit weaker in sealed, just because it's going to be like hard to get enough surveil stuff for it, but even once it becomes like a 3/3 or a 4/4, it just blocks so well for 1 mana. Nice. Just fire off the Dragonauts, they can't take it. I guess they'd probably take the Crackling Drake anyway, but that's a good one. I think I want to Whisper Agent this turn to try and deal with the Darkblade Agent. It's like a bit rough because we know they have multiple Dazzling Lights in their deck. I would like the Crackling Drake to get in underneath the Pilfering Imp. It's like also pretty relevant. I guess I'm just Crackling Draking. It uses our mana a touch better too. No, this is kind of a tough decision. Right, Sonic Assault is great. Both the Drake and the Dragonauts works really well with. If I don't play anything, they're more likely to crack Imp. Yeah, that's true as well. For sure. Wall of Omens, OP. So if I don't block, they can cycle at Dazzling Lights. But if I do block, they get to use Dazzling Lights as Terminate. So I think I'm not blocking and just taking my 2. If they want to cycle at Dazzling Lights, they can go ahead. It's like good for them, but I'd rather keep my Drake around, I think. Obviously it like grows their Phantasm. They get like Scries tacked onto their draw cards, but I think this is just better than letting them cast a 1 mana Terminate on my Drake. Holy cow. Oh, that deck is nice. I guess I'm discarding this Insight or Assault. I want to discard a spell, I think, to grow my Drake. I think that's the case. You think Assault? I'm leaning that way. think I agree. This isn't bad. Helping pile on some damage later. Right, so I could either hold up Whisper Agent to trade with this, or I could just try and get them dead as quickly as possible. Which I think I'm more interested in. With the Disinformation campaign, they're just never running out of cards. I think I just want to try and kill them. Just like piles on damage with Dragonauts and Drake this turn. That's fair, Sharp. That's a reasonable point. Alright. Hey there. Good to see you. Alright, they're down to 14. So Sure Strike represents 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, and Sonic Assault is 13. So we're like 1 short at the moment. So obviously they can Pilfering Imp the Sure Strike if they want. If they're spending their mana doing that though, I think I'm okay with that, because it's not dealing with our flyers. Opponent's in an interesting position. They have like all the cards they could possibly want. They need to stop our aggression. Alright. So they get to like draw a card, reset their campaign, maybe use Imp, grow their Phantasms. They're like generating a lot of value. As long as they don't deal with our flyers, I don't think we care that much though. Oh, they had to mill Thief of Sanity. Because it's just like not what this game is about. If I draw a spell off the top, ooh, you're right. Good shout, Milkman. If we draw a spell to discard to the assault. That is correct. Which is good, because they almost have lethal next turn. We really want an instant or sorcery here off the top. Ugh. So close. Alright, so now we have to try and kill them next turn instead. Yeah, I guess so, Milkman, I guess so. I think it's like pretty close. I don't want to main phase the Whisper Agent in case I win over a spell. Is that ridiculous? It's probably ridiculous, like most spells we'd probably want to keep just to generate damage. I'm not sure on this. This is probably incorrect. Probably just like overly cute. Okay. Cast my Leapfrog, hit them for free, and just hope to fade removal. And we should be able to kill them next turn. With Sure Strike plus Sonic Assault. Can like chump the Phantasm, threaten to trade a creature if needed. They need 2 removal spells to kill us here. Hopefully we can get this one. They don't need a lot to win it, but we've not seen much removal from their deck yet. They mostly just have like very good creatures. From what we've seen. I guess the Pilfering Imp can take the Sure Strike. Do we still have Lethal if they do that? We have 3 of the Drake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the Assault. Plus the Dragonauts. Which is 8. And the Insight only does 1, does 2. So we'd need to draw a spell. And a land. Right, they're attacking with the Imp, that's good news. Yeah, for sure, shop. Huh. I don't want to keep my Leapfrog around. I guess I just block like this. There's no black pump spells, right? I guess they could have Whispering Snitch plus something. Surveil is a pump spell. Oh, you're correct. You are correct. Yeah, just chump the Phantasms. They're either dead next turn or they win, basically. I think I agree. Either they die next turn or they win. Almost certainly. Don't really see how we like beat a removal spell, so. It's pretty good. So we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They're still dead, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They're still dead. They still need something else. Because we have Assault plus Sure Strike. Sure Strike pumps the Drake. Blocker doesn't do it. It has to be removal. No! Oh my god, that's so brutal. Yep. We do have lethal draws still. Think Direct Current does it. Sure Strike does it. Alright. We're on 4, so we have to like block the Phantasm and the Whisper Agent next turn. You would Insight. Did we want to upkeep Whisper there? If we upkeep Whisper, Sure Strike would no longer be a lethal draw. Are there any lethal outs for an Insight? I don't believe so. What does Direct Current do? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sure Strike doesn't get there either. Sure Strike puts them to 1. Yeah, attack for free, play out our dummies. I think that's the line. If we attack for 6, I guess we probably have lethal in the air regardless. Alright, let's start with the Whisper Agent, see if we can find stuff out. Alright, Graveyard. So what we can do is attack for 6, put them to 5. And Because I feel like we don't beat a removal spell anyway, right? Do we need to attack with both? I just feel like it doesn't make a difference though, Shop. So if they have a single removal spell, and we attack with one and put them to 8, I guess then we're only forced to block with 2 things. But then they removal spell an attacker. Whereas if they have a single removal spell and we attack with both, they removal spell a blocker. I think it works out the same way, right? Unless I'm missing something. I guess we only need a single attacker if we draw something like Sure Strike. That's like the difference, I suppose. I am very unsure on this. This is like kind of tricky. We attack with both. We block Phantasm, Whisper Agent, we go to 1. Now a removal spell kills us. We attack with 1, we put them to 8. If we're already swinging in 1, it should be Frog because the Crackling Drake blocks better. That's fair. If we attack with 1 and they have a single removal spell, they can like kill this, attack all, force the blocks, and then we're drawing to Sure Strike to kill them. Or they can attack all. We get a free block with the Crackling Drake. So they're forced to removal spell before attacks, which gives us info for our turn. What if they just leave this back and have another flyer? They attack with these 3. Forced to block 2 of them, but one of them can be blocked with the Crackling Drake. They play another flyer, but we get to Sonic Assault. I guess this is like a touch better. It's like really close. Alright, spell incoming. Concerning. That's good, and that's the removal spell we were expecting. So now we need Sure Strike or something like that, basically. Yeah, this forces the chump block. So we need Sure Strike. Interesting. Do we just have to cast both our creatures and pass? That's so miserable. Yes, that's the line though. What is my opinion about Jessica Control? I think the deck's pretty good. Jessica Control is very reasonable. In this particular matter, I think you can build it to be basically anything, but you can't build it to be everything, is my impression that I got from it in testing. So depending on what decks you want to beat, I think you can probably get there with Jeskai. Like, I don't think this is a keep. I don't know. Might be a mistake. Hopefully they don't have a removal spell. Obviously can't attack here. If they attack all, the attack all is really bad for them. I think. So they probably only get to attack a Fortbound Phantasm if they don't have removal. We chump the Pastoral Adept. Alright, that's pretty good. I'm glad I kept the Hypothesizzle. Hypothesizzle looking clutch here. They get to Edict us. Ooh, what? This is so good. Jeez. Huh. I guess we're forced to trade. That's already good for our opponent. I would be amazed if we can win this game now. So we have to Hypothesis or the Watcher, so I guess we have to draw 2 spells off this. And one of them has to be a 2-drop. Almost. Yeah, we can kill the Watcher, but then they swing on both. We end up dying. GG's. I wonder if we would have won that game if we kept the Sonic Assault over the Insight. Just like recognized that we didn't have the long game and we needed to kill our opponent as fast as possible. Rather than draw cards. I think we probably would have. Yeah, I think I agree, Milkman. I think it would have been close, but I think we would have probably got there. That was interesting. That deck felt like surprisingly functional. It just had like a game plan, which was nice. Right, I'm going to head off now. Tomorrow we're going to be playing some Modern. Going to be playing some Jund in Modern. Running Jadine's list. Her latest. So that is very exciting. Thank you everyone for watching. Plan is tomorrow Jund. Friday Standard. I might do a weekend thing at some point. Just because I don't have a huge amount going on this weekend. But yeah, thanks everyone for